Hey everybody, so this video is a long time coming. This product has been out for about a year. This to me is the absolute easiest, best outdoor friendly glass coating there is. Now, yes, the first comment I know I'm going to see on my channel here is how expensive it is. Yes, it retails for $130, okay? However, the C6 Ceramics line is a professional grade, basically like high-end, or high-end, actually it's a professional. Their normal C6, their hydro and diamond products are certified installer only, okay? But this hydro glass, they've released it to the public. And to be honest with you, it is, I'm kind of glad they did, because even though it's expensive, it is outdoor friendly. So let me explain, all right? So the first thing, in fact, let me just open this up and show you what you get for your $130 retail price. Now, you can find it occasionally on sale for close to $100, which is still literally like 4 times as much as you're going to find a lot of other products for, or even twice as much as you're going to find other like professional glass coatings for. However, those glass coatings, I've used like close to a dozen of them now. They flash quickly. If there's a breeze, like you have to immediately wipe off, or otherwise you're going to be in a world of hurt. This stuff completely different. So anyway, what you get in here, all right, you're going to get an applicator pad. It's reusable. You can wash it out. You can reuse it. Okay, it's just a foam pad. And then you are going to get a 30 ml bottle of the hydro glass. Now, Ivan from C6 and DIY Detail says you could do 10 to 12 windshields with a single bottle of this. I'm going around, or I have actually gone around cars before. You can do probably 4 entire cars. So when you break it down, that's roughly 25 to 30 bucks per car. So to me, you know, for a longevity or for a long-term coating, glass coating, that's not all that bad. You know, your mileage may vary, but when you see just how easily this works, how well it works outside, I think you're going to be impressed, and you might say, hey, maybe it's worth it for you. All right, so let me explain. So in addition to this, all right, what we're going to be using, I use the DIY Detail Rinseless Wash. All right, it's the V2 version, just to clean the glass. Everything else, I use when using their products, I use a microfiber towel soaked in their rinseless wash. Wring it out. It just needs to be damp. That's all you need. And then I use, so on the glass there, you're going to see, I'm going to use their, the gold standard, all right, polishing. It's just polish, gold standard polish. And then you want to use the DIY Detail Panel Prep, okay, with this. Now, you don't have to use everything DIY Detail. It's just, this is a system. They've tested it. They know it works. And I'm a firm believer in using the, especially the panel prep from the system, all right, where that sells you the coating. So anyway, with that being said, let's get to the install. All right, so we just do a quick spray into the pad as it's moving, and that distributes it evenly in the pad. All right, I'm just going to put this aside right here so that you could see. And all I'm going to do half the windshield at a time. I'm just going to do 3 quick passes. We're not actually looking to actually do any correction. We're just looking to clean the glass. Now, some people just use a glass stripper. Some people use a polishing pad. Some people want to use their special discs for polishing glass. I'm not looking to correct anything, remove any scratches, anything like that. All I'm looking to do is have a clean substrate for the glass. I want a clean substrate for the coating to bond to. That is it. That's the only reason why I'm polishing the glass right now. So just so you guys are aware of that, not looking for anything, any correction, any removal of anything, defects, like you normally would with a polish. Okay, now that this side is done, I'm gonna head over to the other side, hit the other half of the windshield really quick. Let's keep going. Okay, so now that the glass has been cleaned, let's get to the next step. Okay guys, so the next step in their process, or recommended process, is the polish removal. Just use a rinseless dampened towel. So in this case, again, just using the DIY Detail Rinseless Wash, their V2. And that actually works really good with the rinseless dampened towel. You could use a dry towel. I've buffed it off with a dry towel, no big deal. But just using a damp towel removes all that polish real easy, and then I flip it over and make sure that it's all off. And after I get done with this, we're going to use the panel prep to make sure that there's nothing left on the surface. All right, so the next step in our process is using the DIY Detail panel prep. Now, they do sell with normal C6 ceramics. If you're using the Hydro Light, you have to use a product called AP, or the AP. It stands for Adhesion Promoter Polish. However, that only works on paint. On glass, you always want to use the panel prep. You don't want anything on the glass to affect bonding in any way or provide any streaking or haziness or anything else. So anyway, the directions basically are you soak a towel really good. All right, so we're going to do that. Soak the towel really good. And now, because this is really hot glass, we're out in full sun right now, I'm actually going to spray a little bit on the glass here, and that almost disappeared right away. But I'm going to try and wipe as fast as I can, and make sure, and literally, like, the directions say, or he says, hey, go back over with the dry side before this dries. Because this is drying so quickly, I just did both. Okay, I went over it with the wet side, and then I flipped over and just with the dry side of the towel then did just went over it a second time. And you could tell when glass is really clean because your towel, it will get very grabby. Your towel will want to bunch up on it. It'll be hard to push. That's how you know that glass is completely clean, okay? So I'm going to hit the other side now, and well, actually the rest of the windows, because I'm doing the entire car. I've polished all the windows, and now I'm doing panel prep on them, so let's keep going. All right, guys, so another reason, in fact, I got everything ready here. So another reason why I picked out this Hydro glass is because in their videos, they show a flash time of at least 10 minutes. Now, on the instructional video, they're using it inside. However, even going on the outside, usually you're going to decrease flash time by half or even 3/4, depending on how hot it is, everything else. Now, this glass is in full sun. The inside of the car is hot, and it's just hot to the touch right now. So even if this flashed after a few minutes, that's not going to be an issue at all. But what we want to do, okay, always, shake your ceramic coatings before you open them. Okay, open it. Don't look into it. Okay, open it kind of facing away from you. And the instructions are 5 to 6 drops on your applicator pad. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And then I'm going to get the lid back on here. All right, we got 6 drops on our applicator pad, and now we just go. And the one nice thing about DIY coatings is that they want you to put stuff on thin. In fact, the thinner the better, according to Ivan, their salesperson. So 5 to 6 drops on half of this windshield should be zero problem. And I could see, as you're going around, you could kind of see the haze. It's probably not picking up on camera, but you can definitely see that. No issues whatsoever. And I'm just making sure and checking the light if you have to, to make sure that you're hitting the entire the entire area, go in circles, because it spreads, coating spreads super easy in circles. If you're picking up your thing, okay, you're gonna leave a lot. Even if you're going crosshatch, okay guys, don't pick it up, just keep moving. And as long as you keep moving, you're never gonna have like, it's very difficult to actually get high spots when you keep moving the applicator without picking it up. Okay, so now we have our coating on this half. I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna hit the other half of the windshield there, and I'm gonna go around the rest of the car, sunroof, everything, put a coat on there. And the one nice thing, okay, because you wanna put this on really thin, 2 to 3 drops at most for each additional window. So like I mentioned at the beginning, okay, this bottle is gonna get you literally 4 to 5 cars. Put it on as thin as possible. I noticed that the 5 or 6 that I put on here, 6 at the beginning, this glass is super hot. So it started to get a little bit grabby at the bottom. But even then, 5, 6 drops, I was able to do this whole thing, okay? So a little goes a long way. Only apply it if you absolutely need to. Just FYI, I'm gonna get the other side done. I'll see you back in 10 minutes. We'll go from there. Oh, and I'm sorry guys, one more thing. You only get one of these in the package. So as they recommend, put it in your bucket of rinseless wash, rinse it out right away. It's going to keep that coating from cross-linking on your pad, and you'll be able to use it again. A lot of people are like, hey, on paint, don't reuse applicators. I'm a firm believer. Don't reuse applicators on paint. Paint is soft. Glass is hard, no issues with it on glass. Okay guys, so it's been 10 minutes now and I still see it is starting to haze, but it still hasn't hazed all the way up. And the easy way to check this, all right, just take the corner and go in. And if you see any smearing at all, okay, any smearing at all, it is not ready to level out. Let it keep going. It's as simple as that. And I'm really surprised that after this long, after 10 minutes, even on a hot direct sun windshield, I'm not only able to just wipe it off like that, but it's still smearing. It still hasn't completely cross-linked and it's not ready completely yet to wipe off. So anyway, I'm gonna let it go another couple minutes. I will be right back. All right guys, so it's been a full 12 minutes. I just did another test after the 12-minute mark. And now if I wipe in the circle right here, I don't see any smearing left behind. That's what we want. And now other coatings that I've done this with, they get extremely grabby, some of them even after 30 seconds. But on this one, I'm able to just go through here, just buff it. And it is coming right off. All right, so once you do the first level, you just want to flip your towel over, okay? Hit the other side, and make sure you get any remaining residue off the surface. And if I'm looking at this in the sun, I see, unfortunately, I don't have access to the inside of the car. You could see plenty of dirty window. And from over the years, you could see wiper marks and things like that, but none of that has to do with this coating in any way, shape, or form. None of that is left on the surface here. So just FYI guys, make sure the inside of your glass is clean before you do this. So let me keep wiping or leveling on the other side and go around the whole car, and we'll keep going. I'm gonna have to get her some Detail Company glass cleaner to get the inside of this thing. Holy cow. And now the sunroof, because I did this next. Let's see, this is black. This has been very hot, it's been baking. And wow, it's so smooth. It just levels right off. This is super, super easy, guys. New wiper blades. So we don't know how long these blades have been on the car. So with a new coating, using old blades is kind of silly because you can actually scratch into the coating. All right, we don't know how old these are. So these are on sale at Sam's Club for like $6. On this car, it takes an 18 and a 26. So we're gonna put those on. And now the owner then will have, and don't worry, make sure you charge your customers if you're putting wiper blades on, or let them know, hey, that's included in the price, just FYI. But new wiper blades so that they're going to get maximum performance. And then make sure, okay, that you let them know that when it starts raining, don't just turn your wipers on, give it some squirts of washer fluid as you start to wipe. That washer fluid is going to break down any road film that might already be on the window, and it's going to really help with that beading characteristics and the effect, the hydrophobic effect and water clearing effect that you get on this. So anyway, guys, I'm going to put these new ones on here. All right, new wiper blades installed. They sit nice and flat on the window. These are going to work great in the winter too, because there's no like arms for ice to get built up in. I really like these. These are nice. So we are ready to go. Okay, so as you could see, that's why I call it literally the most outdoor friendly coating. Even in full sun, with high temperatures, all right, sweating my butt off. I got more than 10 minutes flash time on this. I probably could have gone, in fact, as easy as it came off of there, I might have been able to go 15, 20 minutes. I didn't want to push it though. You know, when it's ready, it's ready. But anyway, it's had actually now, as of this point, it's had almost a week to cure. It hasn't been washed, or actually it has been washed. I just washed it today. Had a week to cure. So anyway, let's check out the hydrophobics. In fact, just to let you know, in fact, if I didn't mention it, after 1 hour, you can get it wet. To simulate some wind going up the windshield, we're going to use our blower here too. So, you know, you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like, the water behavior, etc. So anyway, let's go. Now I'm only going to use the trigger on this. Low speed. So you could see even on low speed on the blower, you know, any water drops, it just wants to push them up the windshield. The hydrophobics are completely awesome. Let's add a little bit more wind. All right, we're going to do a side view of the windshield here. Okay, guys, so I think you could agree with me. I mean, you've seen, you know, just, I mean, it's a little bit of water behavior. Nothing really compares to how it looks going down the road or when it starts raining. But when you see that kind of hydrophobics on the car, you know, any rain that I've ever come across, it has no problem evacuating like that. You know, when I get this type of water behavior characteristics anyway. And, you know, again, I literally say it's the best outdoor glass coating, just because, or outdoor friendly application glass coating, because it really is. When you can literally go around the entire car and then still have time left over to basically sit down and you know, have your beverage of choice, you know, before you even need to level it, and it's full sun, 80 degrees plus outside. To me, there's value in that. And, you know, I'm glad that I picked this up when I did, and I'm glad I've been able to use it outside and share it with you just how well this works. So anyway, guys, until the next video, you have a good one. See you soon.